to UTrip Holidays Travel Podcast, and here I have with me.
My name is Raj Chandan. I'm from Daru Holidays.
All right, so tell me something about your travel company.
So I started in 2019. I came back from the US. I studied software development over there, but my dad had a travel agency since 27 years.
27 long years.
Yeah, so I came back to help him with the business. And when I came here, I thought like it's better if I start my own company, like a sister concern. So I started something on for me on the side, and I started Daru Holidays for me.
Wow. And what do you guys majorly specialize in? What kind of this thing?
So we do mainly B2C and we do holiday packages, and we have some good contract rates with hotels in all over like pan India basis. We have some good chains where we have contracts and we get special rates which are way better than online rates.
Okay, so they are way better than online rates.
Yeah.
So tell me something. How do you help your clients save money on international flights?
So yes, we do compare flights on different portals. Plus, we check on Amadeus and Galileo, and wherever we get the best deals with the shortest time and not extra money, we recommend that to the client because we want them to reach to the destination with the shortest time and with the least amount of money
Least
spent.
amount of money. Exactly. And how do you help your clients plan customized travel itineraries?
So we give a personal touch. We recommend things which are not very common, like if someone is going to Dubai and they want to do Dhow cruise because it's very common,
Very
right?
common.
But
Absolutely.
I will not recommend that. I will tell them take Lotus yacht. It's a little expensive, but
I have never heard about Lotus
it's
yachts.
a better yacht. It's a better cruise
Wow.
with better amenities and way better food. Because Marina Da Cruz, the food quality is not that good anymore. It's not up to the mark. And I have had clients who complained to me that, oh, I did not feel it was worth my money. So now I don't give them Da Cruz only. I give them Lotus Yacht, which is a little better.
So I think this is your unique selling point.
Yes, I always find something which my clients don't like, or sometimes what we do is I travel the place, I see things on my own, and then I recommend those sightseeings.
That instead of recommending the popular and the
Yes.
hottest tourist spots, why not recommend them
Something which is
something which
unique.
is unique, different, and
Yes,
of course giving them more better experience?
absolutely.
Fantastic. Any emergency situation handled by you so far?
A lot.
A lot. Hiccups do happen,
Yes, they do
especially when you
happen.
are in a travel industry.
Yes. Like recently, I had a group of 15 people, like all ladies had gone to Vietnam. And first day they reached there and they had a
So
dinner
they were
planned.
all ladies.
Yeah, all
All
ladies.
ladies.
So they reached there and they had a dinner at 8 p.m. was the pickup. None of their phones were reachable. They all fell asleep. Then I had to plan accordingly. I got the food from the hotel to from the restaurant to the hotel for them, so that they can have the meal also and not be like hungry or go outside to get some food. And then during the trip, they one of the days they had a leisure day, and during the trip they felt like they do not want a leisure trip, so they wanted to add more sightseeing. So I planned everything on the spot for them. Like within 2 hours, there's a
Adding
departure.
extra to the itinerary.
Yes.
Oh, that's fantastic. So now, since you have mentioned about the females, so any uh, advice you would like to give to the female travelers, especially the solo ones?
Actually,
If you
no.
are in a group, then it's still okay.
It's
But if
yeah.
you are a solo traveler and you are a woman, so what would you like to say? Traveling international.
Yes, you can keep an eye on stuff. Keep look around your surroundings. Make sure everything is fine. But you should travel. Like you should not feel like the country is not safe. Every country has their pros and cons. Every
Absolutely.
country has they are safe. Every country is like they are not safe. There is a part which is not safe, but a part which is safe as well. Explore that areas. Try to go on solo trips. You'll find new things. Like even I like to go on solo trips sometimes. I've been on two solo trips. They've been very nice. I tried to like explore things on my own. I did things what I wanted to do, not as per the group. So that does help, and you do evolve in that.
You do evolve with that. Absolutely, definitely. So I think we should break those stereotypes now
Yes.
that women should not travel alone to an international country.
No. My cousin, she is a solo traveler. She has traveled more than 20 countries alone.
Wow, fantastic.
Yeah.
I'm sure she must have evolved into a very great person now.
Yes, absolutely.
Because traveling is the best teacher.
Yeah.
All right. Um, what's your top destination pick for a hassle free family vacation? Any
Uh,
favorite destination?
I would say if it's hassle free and it's from India, I would say very easy. Go to Far East or Southeast. Like you can go to Maldives. There's nothing to do. Just to book a hotel,
Just
and they're
leisure, laid back.
leisure. Thailand is very easy. Dubai, it's one of my highest selling points. I have a very good monopoly over there, so it's very easy for me to do anything in Dubai. So that is also
All
there.
right. So, according to you, what do you feel is going to be the hottest destination for 2026?
So
It's just been a month to
yeah,
2026 now.
it's just been a month, but people are talking about Georgia a lot.
Yes. They
And
are.
Langkawi. Langkawi people don't know. So when I recommend my clients Langkawi, they think I'm telling Sri Lanka. But then I explain them it's not
Malaysia.
Sri Lanka. It's from Malaysia. You go there and it's an upcoming destination. And people are exploring that as well. And also Azerbaijan, people are exploring that a
Azerbaijan.
lot.
So, I think you're the fifth or the sixth person so far who has mentioned Georgia
Okay.
and Azerbaijan. I've just heard it from you.
Yeah.
So let's see. All the
Let's
best
see.
to you, sir. I will just play a quick rapid fire round, a 10-second rapid fire round.
Okay.
All right. So group tour, easy or nightmare?
Easy.
Easy?
Yeah.
Why is it so?
So see, group tours, you know the number of packs, and you get a rate from your DMCs. We give it to the client, we quote it. That's it. We are done with the bookings. Now comes part of the transport. If it's like more than 100, we have a tour guide, tour escort who goes with them. Their job is to make sure they go from one spot to another spot, and if they follow that, it's not that hard. It's not that much complicated.
Okay, so I have had people, travel agents, telling me that there's a major challenge which happens when it comes to group tour because the people have different preferences.
Yes,
So I
that
think
is
that
true.
is a small drawback.
That can be a challenge, but once the itinerary is decided, everything is planned, and you are just going from one spot to another, managing is not that hard.
Managing is order. So I'm glad to know that group tour is easy and not a nightmare, guys. Let's break the stereotype and myth. All right, budget clients, blessing or a stress?
Stress.
Absolutely.
We mainly avoid budget clients also. We have people who want to be like leisure tours, and they can spend also, so that there is no restraint of what things they want. Because budget clients, they will come, sorry to say, but they do complain also a lot, because they think every penny should be worth it, and that is the case, but they think a lot only about that. I've had bad experiences with budget clients, so we avoid those also. We do
Focus
mainly
more on
into
quality clients.
quality clients and 4-star 5-star properties only. We don't go below that.
All right, what would you choose, online portal or personal relationship?
A mix of both. Online, yes, because it does help us get. I'm from tech industry, so I
Oh.
do love tech. So I do like online, but there are times where I have noticed some offline touch is required. I have done packages online a lot with couple DMCs, but there are few tweaks we need which cannot be done online. So for that, we do need some personal touch
A
for
little
basic.
personal touch is definitely required
Yes.
everywhere, in every relationship. Now, since you've mentioned that you are a tech person, so
Yeah.
I would like to ask you, how do you choose what's the role of technology in shaping modern travel experiences?
See, now AI is there. It's AI driven world at the moment, and people just check up itineraries online through AIs and all. And if I see in the tech world now, like how UTrip is doing, they give us packages and a quotation within like 5 minutes, which is a very big help for us, so that we get an initial step in the door. Like if my client comes to me with a Thailand query, normally I would email my vendor. He'll take 24 hours to 48 hours to reply back to me. Then I will make a quotation, send
Now
it to
that has
the
become hassle free,
Yes.
easier, smooth.
yes. So I can answer more queries quickly.
So the passage has become very smooth now.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that means that technology is really working wonders
Yes.
now,
Yes.
especially in shaping the
There are pros and cons of everything.
pros and cons of everything.
There is
Absolutely.
pro of this, yeah.
All right, it's a pleasure having you here with us. Thank you so much.
Thank you
sir.
so much. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.